Hello, everyone. It's Margaret Martin here with your Mindful Monday. And I think it's an awesome day today. And this month is May. This is going to be, even though it's not the last Monday in May, next Monday's Memorial Day. So I'll be posting a recorded video. But in the meantime, we're wrapping up the LinkedIn tips for the month of May. And so this week, I wanted to focus on a couple of areas, but one key area we haven't covered is recommendations. And why do you need them? And why should you give them? So a couple of things, and to find the recommendations is in the bottom of your, as you go in to edit your profile, and some of the adding in the additional areas of giving recommendations. So if you have, that's not very clear, and I apologize for that. I'm not showing you, sharing screen and showing you exactly where to find that. But if you have questions, contact me, and I'll have all my information in the chat as well. I mean, in the comments below, as well as here in the video. But recommendations, to have recommendations gives, if you're an entrepreneur, business owner, certainly gives your business more credibility. It's a testimonial to say, talk about the work you do. And so it's excellent to have those in there, especially if you do, work with clients, or you have your own retail business and people are happy with your products and services. Great idea to have, your LinkedIn profile, have the recommendations on your LinkedIn account. And so the other thing is sometimes giving them some wording to say, you commented about this or that in our conversation. So create some wording and give it to them and suggest it to them. Because when you click on ask for recommendations, it's going to ask you to click on the company and how you know them, were they a client, were you their client, or whatever the situation is. So follow the rules on that. It's self-directed. So follow that and give the recommendation. Meanwhile, it's really cool to get them, and I have quite a few, and I'm very blessed. I've also given recommendations, and I recommend that when you work with someone, that you give them a recommendation. And the way you can do that is you have to go to their profile. So click on their name, go to their profile, and scroll down, and it should give you the opportunity to give a recommendation. That is another testimonial for them and their work. They get to approve it. You get to approve the recommendations that people give to you. You can ask them to change the wording a little bit if it doesn't say exactly the right thing. And so, same thing. So when you give a recommendation, if they don't exactly like the wording, you could put that in the message, please let me know if you want anything changed, and have them either call you or whatever it is and let you know so that you can, they can respond to you. That all can happen before you actually activate the recommendation into your own profile for yourself, their recommendation into your profile. You may give them a recommendation that if they don't like it, they're not going to use it, but why would they not let you know? So if somebody gives you a recommendation that you don't exactly like, suggest how to change the wording, or change it for them and say, hey, will you approve of this? And then add that to your profile. So a couple of other things I want you to think about. There's just making sure that you keep your information up to date, that when you are using LinkedIn, that you comment on other people's posts, We stay out of politics. We stay out of a lot of the controversial subjects that you might find on other social media. LinkedIn is a more professional aspect of, and we're here to support each other's business and to comment. So when you find articles, for instance, if you go to Forbes or money.com or any of these other places where you've seen articles, it's a great way to share the link over there and a little bit about what you learned from reading that and why you think it's important. Those are easy ways to add to the news feed and get your name in front of people. And then when your connections are making comment, posting things, and it's something important, and you want to be able to comment on it, comment, and they will appreciate it. And sometimes the conversation goes back and forth several times, and it also then may lead other people. They'll see the conversation, and if they click on the like or love or whatever the symbol you want to click on, um, that might trigger a conversation that somebody else wants to pop in and give their information and their thoughts on. So it's a great tool to use. You don't have to post necessarily every day. Um, it's recommended maybe 3 times a week. So it's okay if you don't post every day. So and it's okay if you only post 2 times a week. It's all right. The main thing is try to be consistent at what days that you're going to post, and if you can, the same time of day, and that way you can set it on your calendar to do that. So one other quick tip on LinkedIn that I always like to suggest: removing that column of people beside your profile that says also viewed. That's It's nice that they're there, but in the meantime, when somebody's taking the time to look at my profile, I don't want them to be distracted by somebody else's name of experience or whatever that is in that list. You can find how to change some of those settings in the privacy and settings section, which is on the headline where your little picture is. There's a drop down arrow. If you click on the drop down arrow, that takes you to settings and privacy, I think is the way they call it. So go through there, look at everything and see what's visible. Make sure your email address is visible. Make sure your phone number is visible. Put that information, those in. If you are giving a call to action in your about section and you don't put a way for people to connect with you, you've done it wrong. So make sure you change that. So hopefully these tips have been helpful. If you have any questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me, either if we are connected on LinkedIn, direct message me, or send me an email at info@margaretmartin.com. Also, you can direct message me here on Facebook as well. If you have any questions. Also, just one other quick tip is last week I talked about the special offer I have for college grads. Well, that also includes high school grads as well as high school seniors. What I'm finding is, because my granddaughter's graduating this year, is she needed a resume during part of her application process. So with my 15 years of experience in career consulting, that's one of the areas of my expertise is LinkedIn and resumes. So if you need some help there, be sure and check it out. I'll put the link in the comments, and that way you can find it really easily. It's also on my website at margaretmartin.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate your being here. If you have questions, again, let me know. I'd appreciate your comments, and if you're watching me live, let me know that. And I will look forward to seeing you in June. Have a safe and awesome Memorial Day weekend. Awesome week, everyone. See you next month. Take good care. Thank you for watching. Bye now.